This is the Talking About It 23 Sneaker Channel. Talking About It 23 のスニーカーチャンネルです。毎日アップするので毎日見てください。And I bring you content every single day of the week. And I want you to check out that content and check it every day and see what's going on at the Talking About It 23 Sneaker Channel. Today, it's a real happy day for me. If you watched yesterday's video, I did say that I was really excited to bring you this review today because I've been building it for 2 months. I started building this review 2 months ago when the Nike and the Sacai brands got together and brought out a pair of waffles, actually 2 pairs of waffles. I was expecting the Blazers to drop with them, but they did not, and they were put back until April. And here we are completing that set. It's been 2 months in the making. Did I say 2 years in the making or 2 months? Anyway, it's been 2 months in the making, and I'm glad to bring for you today a review of the Sacai and Nike collaboration on the Blazers, the 2 Blazers that are coming out. Now, I forget their colors. Oh, that's terrible. There's a Maize one and a blue one. But anyway, today it's all about that collaboration between the Sacai brand, the Sacai streetwear brand, and Nike. As I said in the introduction, today it's all about a mashup between the Nike brand and the Sacai streetwear brand, and I think there's a blue one and there's a gosh, I've forgotten that as well. There's a Maize one, I think it is. Gosh, I'm not doing very well today, but I am decrepit and old, so everybody forgives me when I do that right. So yes, there's 2 Blazers that we're going to be looking at today, and it is from that Sacai brand, as I did say in the introduction, that brought the waffles out in February, and I'm really looking forward to completing that little set there. But speaking of Blazers, Blazers are very hot right now, and that Blazer sort of structure this is very discreet and sort of what's the word I'm looking for when it's there's not much clutter going on. Very simple sneaker, but simple sounds a little rude, and they are not. I don't want to be rude about these because Blazers I think are a really fine looking sneaker. But tomorrow I'll be bringing you a review of the NMD City Sock 1s, a pair of them that are dropping. So it's a really good chance to sort of compare the 2 because there are sort of similarities between the NMD City Sock 1s in particular, not City Sock 2s, but 1s and Blazers. So there's a good chance to compare today's video and tomorrow's video. So make sure you check out that NMD City Sock review that I'll be bringing you tomorrow. But anyway, getting into today's one, it's all about that brand, the Sacai brand, and what, as I said, they did a collaboration with Nike back in February, and we're completing that today. And I want to show you the Blazers version of this. Now, when I'm showing more than one sneaker from a set like this, I like to do this and alternate between the 2 sneakers so you can kind of get a look at both of them. But I don't like to waste your time by saying, here's the swooshes on the blue version, and as you can see, blah, 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 blah. And here's the swooshes on the Maize version, and as you can see, blah, blah, blah. Because basically it's the same shoe, right? The color is the only real difference. So what I try to do is I try to find the features that are on both shoes and see which one they pop on the most, and then take that one and show you that. So for example, I think I'm right in saying that the heel on the blue version really pops out that Sacai Nike branding on there. It's a really, really cool branding on the back of these sneakers, and it's more obvious on the blue version. So I'll show you that, and you can see that, and you can just in your mind imagine what it looks like on the other shoe, because there's no point in me showing you both and just wasting your time. And that is one of the features that I do like about this sneaker, is that the branding on the heel there, and it's a real cool angle to look at it, because as you look through the heel to the tongue, you can see that branding is repeated on the tongue. And one of the major features of this sneaker is the tongue, for 2 particular reasons. One is because it's got that kind of oversized tongue effect that you often see on off-white sneakers, and it's almost like they forgot to do the final stitch around the outside edge of it, so the inside kind of foam is very, very visible. And you can see that on the screenshot here, that oversized tongue effect is there, very much like off-white. But that isn't the main feature of these tongues. It's amazing to say, because you'd think it was, but the main feature is that the tongues there's 2 tongues, one on top of the other, and that's exactly what the waffles looked like back in February, and exactly the point, the design point, perhaps even the design brief of these sneakers, was to have double throughout them. And that double effect is first most evident on the tongue of these guys, and it's a real, I think it's a brilliant innovation, especially because it looks like 2 tongues, but inside it feels like one, and it's not like you've got 2 tongues kind of slipping and sliding all over the place in there, which would be incredibly irritating. So but that's the very first place that we see the double up effect is on the tongues there, and they do have different color branding. The Nike branding on the tongues is different for each of the 2 sneakers. Blue on one, I think I'm right in saying green on the other one, but I'll chuck a screenshot up here so you can see the 2 different tongue brandings on there. And then that brings us to our next double feature, and that's the laces, and having one white and one the color of the sneaker. The blue ones is what pops into my mind, so that's the screenshot I'll put up there. It is a really cool effect again, and it is two laces. It's not like one lace with two colors on each half, you know what I'm saying? It's not like one lace with a blue half and a white half. It's actually two laces, pop, a white lace and a blue lace threaded through there together, and when they come out the top eyelet, they split, and there's 4 laces sticking out the top of your sneaker, which I think is a cool looking effect and a cool design effect. I'm not sure how irritating it will be to actually tie up, and I'm not sure what a tied up a lace will look like, if it will be overly big and sort of bulky because there's 4 laces instead of 2. But from a visual point of view, it really looks good. And again, it keeps that motif of the double going on with the double laces. We have double tongues, double laces, and then going down we've got double swooshes as well. This year and last year Nike have played around quite a lot with their swooshes. I did show you a video, and actually pay attention to this if you haven't checked out this. If you didn't find the Easter egg in the, let's get this right, the Air Jordan 1 High crimson tints. I did 2 Air Jordan 1 crimson tints video. I did a mid, which was a white and pink sneaker, and a high, which was a black and pink sneaker. And in the Air Jordan 1 crimson tint high sneaker video, there was a little hidden Easter egg in there about another Air Jordan 1 sneaker, totally unrelated to those crimson tints. And they had a really cracking swoosh on them. And that's my point I'd like to make now, is that Nike have been playing with their swooshes quite a lot, reversing them back to front, like we saw in the, was it the Slam Jam? Is that what it's called? The Slam Jam Blazers that I reviewed a couple of months ago. Of course, the Travis Scott Cactus Jack Air Jordan 1s that are dropping real soon with the reverse swoosh on them there. Doubled swooshes, or, you know, kind of layered swooshes and things. And here with the Sacai brand, it is their signature to have the double and the double swooshes on there on both of these sneakers, and a really cool design feature. But then we get into a feature of these sneakers that I'm not... it wouldn't stop me buying them. Let me put it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's not like some heinous, hideous like goiter. We saw that on a sneaker earlier this year. It looked like the sneaker had a goiter on it, and there was no way anyone was going to buy that. It's not like that, but it's the one kind of thing that I think they didn't quite get right. Let's just say that I didn't quite get it right. I don't think Pint of Stuff will have watched this far into one of my videos, but if you have, guys, I'd really like to hear your opinion of these, because I know you guys love your Blazers. And you did actually, Pint of Stuff did a review on foot review of the Frog, you know, the skateboard brand. Was it Frog Skateboards? I can't remember the exact name of the skateboard brand, but the Blazers. So if you do want to check out a really good Blazer video, jump over there and see those guys. But yeah, I'd love their opinion. I'd love to hear what they have to say about the bottom half of the upper, because you've got the mud guards coming up from the sides and intruding on the upper a little bit there. And if you look at the heel, you've got this multi-layered effect around the heel, where again the sort of mud guards are coming up from the midsole. And I think they maybe overdid it a little bit. I think if they went for that double effect, that would have been enough, you know, just 1, 2 sort of thing. But it seems to be many more than 2, and it feels a little bit cluttered to me on this bottom half of the sneaker. But again, it's not enough to say I'm not going to buy these, because they are cracking looking sneaker, and I will try for them like everybody else, and I'll probably miss out like everybody else too. But anyway, the last thing to talk about with these guys is you flip them upside down and have a look down below, and they both have a gum sole, and I think it's a good gum sole. I'm always on the fence about gum soles, whether I think they match the sneaker or not, whether I think they're just chucked on there or they're actually part of the design. And in the case of these guys, I think they fit the sneaker, and they fit the sneaker well. Okay, that's enough from me today. I'm going to check out and just remind you guys that tomorrow it will be the NMD City Sock 1s that I'm talking about tomorrow, and I think there's a real good chance to compare these Blazers and the NMD City Sock 1s tomorrow, so make sure you check in for that video. And of course, check in every day. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, write a comment, and hit the like. All of these things help the channel and help me grow the channel, so please do those things and help me grow this channel and get bigger every single day. For now, I'm just going to check off and say thanks for checking in. I do appreciate people watching my videos. I have been pointing out to the people who do watch my videos for a long time that the length of time that people watch is actually really important. So I do value you guys out there who are watching the whole video from start to finish, because it makes a difference, and YouTube sees that, and it makes a difference to my channel and my account. So thank you very much for doing that, and thank you very much for tuning in and checking out my content. And as usual, I'll finish off by telling you that I'm definitely going to see you tomorrow.